Good morning, everybody. I'm on here live this morning. I'm out here in my gazebo, just kind of chilling out, enjoying the morning. It's a very nice morning this morning. Extremely nice morning. A little wet because of rain last night, but other than that, it is a very, very, very nice morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm just starting. Well, actually, I'm not just starting my day. I got up about 5:30 this morning. Started my day looking for some freight, for some carriers and dispatch. About 9 loads this morning. Had a very decent morning. When it comes to dispatching freight from home. As y'all know, that's what I do for a living, and I have been doing that since 2017, and that and running my my vocational school and with our online training platform that teaches people how to do what I do, dispatch freight from home. Okay, as y'all know, the trucking industry is a great industry. Look, people always say to me, man, I see you online, I see you on YouTube, I see you talking about trucking, I see you talking about this dispatching freight from home thing. Is that really working for you? Well, y'all ever see me go to work? This is all y'all ever see me do. I mean, come on. In the last 7 years, now going on 8 years, I've not had a job. Okay, this is what I do for a living. I dispatch freight from home. The trucking industry and the freight industry is, and I say this all the time, it is the most recession-proof industry on the face of the planet. I mean, what else can allow you to spend time at home, out here in my backyard early in the morning? And I actually dispatch freight from out here in my backyard. I bought my little laptop, out here this morning, and I said out here in my backyard. It's nice and cool. My dogs was running around in the backyard. I'm early this morning, and I was finding loads, dispatching freight. I didn't do the load board report this morning because I was really busy finding loads for my carriers this morning. But there is no other industry out there that allows you to work from your home in my backyard. As y'all can see, I'm actually in my backyard right now. I don't get up and go to work every day. I don't get up and go to a job. I've been doing this now for going on 7 years, dispatching freight, and it's done very well for me. Just on the dispatching side alone, I have never made less than $120,000 a year. Well, I take that back. There was 1 year back here when I first started, I made about $97,000. So, but this has been a great, path for me, and it's a great path for a lot of other people. Now, that brings up the point when I talk about my vocational school, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and in that we teach people how to do exactly what I do, dispatch freight from home. Now, look, I'm not telling you to quit your job. Look, that's not what I'm advocating. What I'm advocating is, if you are someone who is looking for a change, if you are someone who's looking for a way to make more money and have more home time, spend more time at home, you really want to take a look at the freight, trucking, and this type of industry, because there are so many opportunities. And you specifically want to take a look at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, because we're in the business of showing people how to make money within the trucking and freight industry. We're not just here just to train you how to dispatch freight. We're here to show you all how to become logistics and freight entrepreneurs. There are so many different avenues and different lanes that you can make 6 figures, even 7 figures a year in the trucking and freight industry. And we have so many different opportunities available for so many people. And look, it's just gotten better, because look, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers has just partnered with Afterpay. Those of you who don't know what Afterpay is, that's a payment system that allows people to go on and pay for stuff and not have to pay it all up front. Okay, so in other words, if you've been thinking about starting your own home business, or you've been thinking about dispatching freight from home, or if you want to learn more about dispatching freight from home, Our platform allows you to do that by taking our home dispatching course. You can enroll in it. It's $349.95 plus tax, and then it's $39.95 per month plus tax. Now, with Afterpay, you don't have to pay all of that up front. If you don't want to. If you want to, when you go to checkout in our Square store, so when you go to sign up for one of our platforms, when you go to checkout now, in your checkout section where it says forms of payment, you'll see the little thing down there that says Afterpay. So you have your Visa, your debit, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, all that type of stuff, Google Pay, all that type of stuff. And then you see where it says Afterpay. If you click that Afterpay, then you can actually pay in 4 or 6 weekly installments. Don't worry, because you immediately get access to our platform. Why? Because Afterpay pays us for the whole amount, and then you pay Afterpay in weekly installments. So we have now made it much easier and much more convenient for those of you who have been wanting to take advantage of our online training platform to learn how to dispatch freight from home and make $100,000, $150,000, $170,000 per year or more from your home dispatching freight for these big trucks out there, which is what y'all been seeing me doing. Okay, if you've been wanting to do this, but you've been putting it off because, well, it's a little bit too expensive, I don't really have the money right now. Well, now we've partnered with Afterpay that allows you all to be able to take advantage of what we're offering and pay it over a period of 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so, and Afterpay is available on all of our products, everything that we offer. Afterpay is a payment option that's available for everything that we have. Hey Leslie, how you doing? But that Afterpay is now available for all of our products. If you want to start running your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, we have a trademark usage opportunity where you can now own your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. That's right. You can now profit from our vocational school, from our online training platforms, from our EasyLease platform, because by becoming an owner of the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, you will own your very own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and every dime that your RBBS Logistics Learning Centers generates, it will go into your bank account, and then depending on which level you come in at, you will pay back to us our royalties at the end of each month. Now, we have 4 different levels that you can come in as an owner of an RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. We have 2 entry-level positions. The lowest level is at a $1,500 level, where when you come in, you get all 3 of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center sites. You become an owner of your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. You'll be able to register students for our vocational school. You'll be able to sign students up and get them into our online training platform, and the tuition and all that money goes into your bank account. Now, at the end of the month, then you pay us our royalties. Now, if you come in at the $1,500 level, you're going to keep 60%. You're going to pay us 40% royalty at the end of each month. Okay? If you come in at the $2,500 level, you're going to keep 80%, and you're going to pay us 20% royalty at the end of each month. If you come in at the $5,000 level, you're going to keep 90%, and you're going to pay us 10% royalty at the end of each month. And of course, if you come in at the $10,000 level, you're going to keep 95%, and you're going to pay us 5% royalty at the end of each month. Now, there's a presentation that I'm going to put a link to right underneath this live that y'all can go to, and you can see the whole layout and what the earning potentials of each one of the divisions of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and its subsidiaries can generate for you. I've also included in that presentation a screenshot of my Square earnings report from the last 3 years. In case you all didn't know, over the last 3 years, from the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, just from the dispatching and the freight broker training platform alone, I've earned more than $530,000 over the last 3 years, and it's still growing. I think right now it's up to about $560,000. But at the time that I did this, at the time that I created that presentation, which was about 3 weeks ago, I was at about $530,000, and now I'm sitting on about $565,000 that I've earned over the last 3 years just from that part of what I do from the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Now, For those of you who are wondering what kind of money can I make? I don't want to be an owner, but what kind of money can I make as a dispatcher, dispatching freight from home? Well, I've never made less than $150,000 a year dispatching freight from home. Never, even my first year. You can do the exact same thing, and it's not really that hard. For those of you who don't know much about the trucking and the freight industry, do some research. You will see that this industry is the most recession-proof industry on the face of the planet. Everyone else out here is talking about recession this, recession that, inflation that, pandemic this, pandemic that. Well, guess what? During the pandemic, people in the trucking and freight industry made more money than ever. We didn't lose anything. We gained. While everyone else was losing their jobs, while everyone else was worried about, the price of gas, while everyone else was worried about all this stuff, it didn't affect us one bit. Why? Because we made even more money than we made the years before the pandemic. Even more money than we made the years before the so-called recession kicked in. Because this is a recession-proof industry. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing stops trucking. Not pandemics, not natural disasters, not economics, nothing stops trucking. Because if you take an inventory and just look around you, I dare you to lay your eyes or touch anything that you see around you that did not come on the back of a truck before it got to your destination. Everything. Listen to what I tell you. Everything has to come on the back of a truck. Everything. The clothes we wear, the food we eat, the cars we drive in, the stuff we use to take baths with and put in our hair and our contacts and our glasses, our toothbrushes, the toothpaste, everything comes on the back of a truck, including the very ground you walk on, the pavement, the paint that goes in the roads, the traffic lights, the bricks, everything. Everything has to come on the back of a truck before it gets to its final destination. So what does that tell you? This industry is recession proof. Nothing stops it. And for every truck you see out there running up and down the road, and you all see a lot of them because they're everywhere. You can't step outside your door without seeing or hearing a big truck running up and down the streets or on the highway. For every truck that you see running up and down the highway, someone got paid for arranging the shipment of that freight. That's someone like me and my students. We get paid for arranging the shipment of freight. Now, you can charge what you want to, because as an independent dispatcher, you're running your own business, because you are contracting with owner-operators to find them good paying freight. And with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, we supply you with all the tools, the resources, the training, the support, and a network to make that happen. When you join our platform, you're going to get access to more than 100 load boards. In case you all didn't know, load boards is where all of the shippers post the freight, or the brokers post freight and the prices of what they will pay to move freight from one location to another. They post the mileage, the freight, the weight, all that stuff is posted onto a load board. Truckers, dispatchers, and people like myself, we go to the load boards and we evaluate that freight for our carriers that we have on a contract, and when we locate freight that's in the area of where the carriers are located, we contact our carriers, we contact that broker, we let them know that our carrier wants to pull that load, and we send them over the paperwork, and then they send us what's called a rate confirmation, which then we take that and then we use that to dispatch our truck. It's basically just a piece of paper that says that if you go pick this load up, you're going to be paid this much money for picking it up and delivering it here. Here's the weight, here's the amount of money, here's the the PO number you need to get into the shipper to pick that load up, and the authorization. Now, my firm, I advise my students to charge 10% of the load fee. Load fees can range anywhere from $500 to $10,000, $15,000. So as you can see, it's a very profitable industry. And you don't need to contract with very many carriers to make over $150,000 a year. In fact, if you just contract with just 5 owner-operators, 5, and there are millions of owner-operators out there. If you contract with just 5 owner-operators to find them decent paying freight, and you dispatch them just 4 loads per week, the average load traveling about 750 miles, the average rate is about $1,500. That's going to bring you about $170,000 per year. That's it. 5 owner operators, dispatching them 4 loads per week each. That's going to bring you about $176 to $190,000 per year with just 5 owner operators. Now imagine if you build your firm up like I have mine, where my firm dispatches for 317 carriers every single week. Think about that. And you all wonder why I don't go to work. Okay, you wonder why I don't go to work. Look, this is a great industry. Okay, I came from homeless. You all know me. You all know my story. You know my story. I'm all over YouTube. Diaries of a Homeless Entrepreneur. You saw me when I was walking around Tallahassee homeless, didn't have a place to lay my head, with a laptop telling people I was going to start my own business. Well, I did. I went into the trucking industry. That's what I did. I went into the trucking industry and worked my way up through that. And in less than 5 years, from the time I was homeless, in less than 5 years, I went from homeless to a self-made millionaire. 5 years in the trucking and freight industry. I haven't worked a job since. This is all I do. And I'm good at it. I'm good at it. If you don't believe me, ask any of my students. They'll tell you I'm great at it, because I trained them to make great money. And we provide them all the tools and resources, training, and support, everything that they need to be successful. And on top of that, now this is the way I am when it comes to my training. If any of my students call me up, they can call me up at any time. People who are not my students can call me up at any time and ask me questions about the freight industry. As long as it doesn't take longer than 10 or 15 minutes, I'm happy to answer anything you ask me. Now, if it goes something longer than that, I'm going to ask that you schedule a private consultation. Why? Because my time is worth money. Okay, and I do charge $100 per hour for a private consultation. Now, that's for the stuff that's going to take longer than 15 minutes. Now, if you just call me up, you got a couple of quick questions you want to ask me about the freight industry, even if you are a broker or a dispatcher or an owner-operator, you're working for, and you're being trained by somebody else. If you're taking some other training course, if you didn't pay to take my training course, but you have, the training course you paid for is kind of lacking in that personal attention. If you want to call me up and ask me a question, call me up. Anybody will tell you I pick up the phone all the time. And if I miss a phone call, I try my best to call you back and see what the problem is. And if I can provide you with some type of clarity or some type of assistance or answers to your question, I'm happy to do it. In fact, my training platform is the only one on YouTube that broadcasts all of our live trainings live on YouTube. So in other words, we give away our operational training videos. So what other trainers charge you for, you get for free with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. If you want to go to our YouTube channel, it's on that same name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and watch all 470 some odd videos, each of them about 2 to 3 hours long, all training videos. You can go to YouTube and watch them all for free. Just go and hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and watch all the training videos you want. Now, if you want access to our back office tools, resources, training, and support, then join our platform. Because we don't charge you for the actual videos. That's not what we charge you for. We don't charge you for the knowledge. That's not what we're charging you for. What you pay for when you join our platform, you're paying for the ability to save money while operating your business. You're paying to have access to more than 100 load boards. Because as a dispatcher or a freight broker, you're going to need at least 4 or 5 load boards and able to find your carrier suitable freight. And load boards run on average anywhere from $49 per month up to $149 per month. But when you join the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, your monthly subscription fee of that $39.95 per month includes more than 100 load boards, so our students don't pay for load board access. You're also going to get access to more than 19 million direct shippers, every registered shipper in the country. Our students don't pay for shippers lists. The average shippers list runs anywhere from $500 to $2,500, depending on how many shippers you have on that list. Well, with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, you don't have to pay that, because our platform provides that for you as part of our monthly subscription fee. When you join our platform, you don't need to pay for all these different documents and contracts, generators and things like that. Why? Because we provide you with all your documents, contracts, agreement forms, everything you're going to need to run your dispatch business or your freight brokerage firm. We also provide you with live training every Thursday night from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9 p.m. You get to spend time with my ugly face. Ask me questions, pick my brain. We have live training every Thursday night. Dispatch training. On Saturdays, we have live training every Saturday morning for broker training, called the Broker's Hour. 10:15 a.m. in the morning until about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. On Sundays, we have our new How to Run a Truck owner-op training. This is for those owner-operators, those truck drivers out there, where truck driving school taught you all how to drive a truck, but no one is teaching you how to make money. No one is teaching you how to make your truck more profitable. No one is teaching you how to get more home time and at the same time still earn $300,000, $400,000, and $500,000 plus per year. Well, now we do. Why? Because I used to be a truck driver. I was an owner operator. My first year as an owner operator in the state of Florida alone, driving a drive-in truck, I grossed more than $541,000. So if you're asking me what qualifies me to teach owner operators how to make more money, that's what qualifies me to teach owner operators how to make more money, because I've done it. Look, I'm good at what I do. Some say I'm the best. I'm not bragging. I'm just stating what is what is. Okay? We don't overcharge you for stuff that we're not going to provide for you. We don't charge you money for a platform and then you can't get in touch with me to ask me questions. We don't charge you money for a platform and then we forbid you to have connections with the other students. Our platform has created an actual group, a private group on Clubhouse, where all of our past students, present students, owner operators, freight broker firm owners, dispatch firm owners, shipping plant distribution managers all come together and they can talk to each other and network with each other, help each other to understand the industry, help each other to make money. Now, I can't tell you why other platforms don't allow their students to gather together and talk to each other. You can surmise, what the reason is behind that on your own. All I can tell you is this: we are proud to have our students to gather, discuss things with each other, and to help each other out. And anytime you need to get in contact with me, just give me a call, 866-973-6445. Hit extension 0, it's going to come directly to my cell phone. And I try to pick up the phone every time it rings. I get about 60, 70 calls per day. Yes, I do. I get a lot of calls. And I try to answer all of them. Okay? But look, that's what we do. That's what we're here for. And like I said, now it's become a lot easier, a lot more affordable to take advantage of what we offer. Why? Because everything that we offer, every enrollment, every opportunity we offer, now you have the payment option of Afterpay. When you go to checkout, you see that Afterpay thing down there. Click on that. That tells you what it's all about, which means you can pay in 4 or 6 weeks installments. And don't worry about, well, do I got to wait to get access to the platform? No, you get access right away. Why? Because Afterpay pays us all of what we're charging. You just pay them over 4 to 6 weeks, installments back. Look, appreciate y'all for joining me this morning. I've been up since about, I started my day at about 5:30, 6 a.m. looking for freight, dispatching freight. By this time, I'm done. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm pretty much done for the day. I get phone calls from here and there from different truck drivers and owner operators if they have a problem. If they have a problem with getting into the shipper, or if there's some type of delay that they relay back to me, then I call the broker and let the broker know, hey, the driver's going to be a little bit late. But that's all I do, during the course of the day, from literally from 10 a.m. until about 4 or 5 p.m. because I come back, fix dinner, and then I have my training platform. Today is Thursday, so I have training tonight at 7 o'clock. But literally from 10 a.m., after 10 a.m., I'm done. That's it. Oh, by the way, I dispatched 9 loads this morning for 4 different carriers, because I do dedicated runs where I dispatch certain carriers on multiple loads. And so far this morning, I made $2,800 dispatching those 9 loads. That's dispatching freight from home, y'all. I don't know too many industry that allows you to do that type of volume, that type of revenue in this little time that I spend doing it. Look, y'all have a great morning. For those of you who are on your way to work, be safe, be careful. Hope you have a very productive day. But for those of you who are wanting more out of life, those of you who want more time and more money and a career working from home, take a look at dispatching freight from home. That multi-level marketing stuff, that, you know, all that stuff don't really work. You all know it don't. Only the people at the top make money. Okay, so, you know, do what you want to do, but I'm just telling you, that multi-level marketing stuff, that network marketing stuff, that stuff doesn't really work. Okay, you got to spend a whole bunch of time trying to keep people, convince other people to do what you're doing, and they got to convince other people to do what they do, and that's not for me. I'd rather just contract with some carriers, find them some loads, keep them running. They make money, I make money. That's dispatching freight from home. Look, y'all have a great day. At some point in time, I'm going to post a link underneath this on how you can learn more about how to start dispatching freight from home and learn more about the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. I'm also going to put a link to my YouTube channel so you all can go there and subscribe and watch all the operational training videos you want for free. Thank you all. Y'all have a great day. This has been Calvin with the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and the National Dispatching Network. Signing off live from my gazebo in my backyard. Bye, everybody.